Hello, hello, what is up, gamers? We are killing time as Mario Kart World downloads onto our newly acquired Switch 2, baby! And just to maximize the contrast between a great new game, Mario Kart World, perhaps my most anticipated game of the year, and a game of another level of quality, better or worse, who can say, I don't know. Let's play a little Sonic Heroes, starting off Team Rose's story. There's what? She's also obviously just a child.
It's okay. An adult is in the room.
I gotta say, this team, it really does not inspire confidence. This is like a team that requires a babysitter. Like, how are they gonna beat the Eggman Armada? How are they gonna beat the Haunted Castle?
Because they're friends.
I do not think that they have the capabilities to do any of the feats we've seen from the other teams so far.
Yeah, we were forced to play the tutorial as Team Rose, so we gotta mash through.
Okay, that's fun. I mean, I am kind of glad that they have a tutorial, period, because this game kind of doesn't make, like, much sense. At least for me, on the outside, it seems like this whole leader switching thing is a little confusing, maybe. Just kind of, like, insofar as, okay, I get that I'm playing as Amy, and the other two are, like, assisting. But then sometimes the other two are, like, dead, or, like, just kind of doing their own thing, or whatever. And it's not always clear to me, like, when I can or can't do certain attacks, or, like, at least just watching you play, I'm like, I don't really know how you're making many of the things happening that you are. So, you know, it's time for a tutorial, it makes sense. Yeah, I gotta say, this is a very boomer-type complaint. But it bugs me that you can't just play consoles out of the box anymore, you know? Like, granted, we have the version that has the Mario Kart downloaded included with it, so you actually have to, like, download it. It's not a cartridge or whatever. But even if we didn't do that, and even if I didn't do the transfer where I transferred the save data from my Switch 1 to the Switch 2, which takes a while too, it still would have been, like, a lot of system updates, and probably, even if I had... What the fuck? Even if I had the cart, it would have made me, like, update Mario Kart World, you know? It's just... I don't know, it's just such a far cry from the experience I grew up on, where I would say video games were, like, uniquely exciting insofar as you could just rip open the box and put in a new game and just instantly be playing it, you know? It was different than, like, buying a computer game or just, like, a lot of other products in general. It was an era where home video and stuff was, like, buffered by... What the wow. Holy cow, dude. This is awesome. Why'd the camera do that?
Because we're playing Sonic Heroes.
You can beat people with your fishing rod like you're gone from Hunter x Hunter. Whoa, this attack looks shitty. Oh, God. It literally says, oh goody. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, as a kid, you try to watch like a VHS tape or something, there would always be like commercials and stuff first. Same with like DVDs. Video games didn't have any of that stuff. You had, like, the logos of the developers, maybe. And then, boom, you're in there. Not anymore. Now there's all this shit. I think probably because I'm one of, like, a billion people downloading it right now, but the download is really slow. We got 47 minutes left. Which means 47 minutes of Sonic Heroes action. Oh, man.
Get used to hearing that.
I don't know if there's like any jokes I can make that are like appropriate, but there's like 800 inappropriate ones that just instantly come to mind. Is Big the Cat like still around? Like, is he in like new Sonic games?
Yeah, he was in Sonic Frontiers.
What did he do?
There's like a fishing mini game. You go fishing with him.
Okay. See, I'm not trying to act like anti Big the Cat in general, you know?
However,
he's like a fun design. I like when he goes, I'm Big the Cat.
I'm Big the Cat. I'm Big the Cat.
I like that he fishes. Fishing is great. But like this, just shoving him into this role where he's like running around and he's like an action hero, it makes no earthly sense to me. Can no one in this world just relax and fish and hang out with their frog?
But enough about Sonic Adventure 1.
Well,
Am I right, folks?
In that one, you just fish as him, right?
Yeah, you fish to get Froggy back.
Yeah. And everybody like hates that fishing minigame. But I didn't mind it that much.
I think it's fine.
I like fishing games, I guess. And I think it's funny that they included it. It's so obviously like a omni-genre Dreamcast show-off thing, you know? Where they're like, well, we can't necessarily sell people a new Sega Bass Fishing, but let's show them how great fishing on the Dreamcast is in Sonic Adventure. Yeah, I think that's fine. But like, why is he here right now? So yeah, I think probably later today, I don't know exactly, or tomorrow or something, we'll record some Mario Kart World footage, give my like early impressions, you know. I think that would be kind of fun to just capture for just the sake of, you know, like, I wish I had footage of me playing Mario Kart 8 when it came out and my initial impressions of that and stuff, you know? So I want to do the same for World at some point, but I don't want to bother getting the capture card set up and everything for the initial playthrough. Just want to dive in and experience it for a while. But I'm pretty pumped. Like, I love Mario Kart 8. It's probably my second favorite Mario Kart after DS. And I've played the hell out of it for like 10 years now. And they made something new. It's insane. It doesn't feel real. Oh god. My turn.
What? It's his turn.
This really does feel... I mean, this is level 1, of course, but it does feel a lot easier than the other characters.
Yeah, and it's like significantly shorter levels.
Yeah, that's sweet. That's huge. And an A as well. Let's go. I knew it. Awesome. They don't even care. They don't understand the hardship the other teams have been through. They're like, oh, an A. Okay, I guess that's whatever. I think they also just move at a much more, like, reasonable speed. They move at a speed that the game can, like, handle. You're not just, like, clipping through the ground. Whoa! So, yeah, we found out that Tails' VA is just someone on the English team. SPO, the SPO VA's son. And Cream is his daughter. Which to me does not suggest they really put a lot of time and effort into casting this.
Why are you hating?
Just because of the, like, lack of quality. Which I think is a reasonable...
Quality cell? Okay.
I'm kind of a quality cell, you know? I'm kind of a, like, only good things are good type cell. Shouting my turn as he like falls flat on his back is pretty good. What? Did you just go?
I'm sure it was words.
How sure are you that it was words? That seems to take it on a lot of faith. Who is Cream the Rabbit? She showed up in Sonic Advance,
Yeah,
and then like what was her deal there?
she was a rabbit.
But does she have like lore?
She has a mom.
Oh, I remember the mom.
Yeah, she's in the top.
She's
10
in the top 10
hottest female Sonic characters.
Yeah. Is she the one that's the size of an
Actual
human mother? Well, that's good lore. Oh man. What do you know what big sounds like in Japanese?
No.
It's a good question. I'm curious now.
Woo!
Because I kind of feel like in Japanese, he probably just has like an Osakan accent or something. and they went like way too far.
Oh, the retards of Japan.
Well, it's like interesting because in Japan, the Osaka accent does convey a lot like culturally, you know, like Tokyo and Osaka are always contrasted, where Tokyo is like the hustle bustle, very focused, very intense, kind of cutthroat urban space, and then Osaka is like laid back and all about the pleasures of life, and you know, it's like the foodie city and it's not, you know, obviously they're both like cities with 10 million plus people, and
He speaks like normal. Deep and slow.
Yeah.
I think that's their version of Simple Jack.
I don't know if it is, man. I'd have to hear some more. But yeah, it's like, you know, I can try to summarize it like this, but it's just such like an ingrained thing in like Japanese kind of like cultural representation that saying that a character is from Osaka carries like such a wide array of like implications and stuff. And translators trying to like map that onto any sort of accent, especially like a written accent for manga or whatever, it's hopeless. Like there's no real good way to do it. A really funny one to me is that in the original localization of Azumanga Daioh, which is the one that I have physically, they knew that Osaka has an accent. The character Osaka has an Osaka accent, right? That's why they all call her Osaka. But they didn't seem to really grasp like what this sort of accent is in contrast to like the Tokyo accent, or what Osaka as a city is in contrast to Tokyo. So they gave her what I think I could call apologetically a black scent, where she would say like yo what up and stuff all the time. And it's like baffling. It's so weird to read, having, you know, like watched the anime and stuff and knowing that she's just supposed to be from Osaka.
She's supposed to be like, howdy y'all.
Well, then they relocalized it. So the first time it was Dark Horse or something, like one of those American comic publishers that just sort of got into manga on a strange whim in the late 90s. And then the next time it was Viz, I'm pretty sure. And the Viz one, they made her sound like a hick. And she said like howdy y'all and stuff, which is like not really right either, but that's the typical one they do. But it's weird because Osaka is like larger than any city in North America besides New York. Oh, and Mexico City, but you know,
well,
like
Texas is pretty big, and they say howdy y'all.
You've got a point. Yeah, it's like Osaka is still like a major urban area.
Woo!
It's only like in contrast with Tokyo. And it's not even that Osaka is seen as like more rural than Tokyo. It's just that Osaka is like a different pace of urbanism, you know? And it's just like not kind of a quality we have here because I guess we kind of have a sense of like, oh, it's a more European city or whatever. Oh, Montreal is more chill than Toronto because you don't get all the like finance bro tryhards or whatever there. It's like that kind of thing, you know? And we wouldn't translate somebody who is French Canadian as sounding like a hick, I think. Or at least it would be somewhat strange if we did. Maybe those Acadian French folks. That's kind of a hick accent.
Yeah. As to cigarette.
As to lighter? I don't know, it's interesting to me, this sort of like dialect translation and stuff. Level up! And it's always like, you know, I've been to Japan 4 times now. Every time I go to both Tokyo and Osaka. Every time I'm like, now that I'm in Osaka, I do feel like I'm living a little more peacefully. And it's like, this is totally an illusion. It's still busy. There's still tons and tons and tons of people. It's just that, like, I think A, the places I go to in Osaka are more like that. And B, it's just like, you end up kind of just like leaning into these stereotypes you've heard. And it's like really hard to like shut that part of your brain off. And it's kind of like, whatever. I mean, it lets you kind of enjoy it more, I think, in a sense. Same with in Kyoto. It's like, oh, it feels so, like, traditional here, you know? It's such a long-standing way of life. You really feel it in just how everybody behaves. It's like, what? No, you don't. You're still going to, like, Mandarake and, like, the Nintendo store. Going to, like, shrines and shit. You do that everywhere. Like, what's really the difference here? But it's fine. I think that's something fun about being a tourist. You get to kind of experience, like, the stereotypical version of a city rather than just the city itself.
Thanks.
I like that every team has a character that, like, produces wind. It's kind of odd. I don't know, what are you looking forward to when we inevitably visit Japan?
Wrestling.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll definitely do. I think wrestling is like a good excuse to travel within Japan, you know?
Yeah, go to Sendai.
Yeah, like I've never been to Sendai. It's kind of crazy because again, like I keep kind of harping on this, like from our perspective, or at least from my perspective, like my friend lived in Sendai for a while, and I was like, yeah, Sendai's kind of like a smaller city in Japan. I in my mind, I'm like, it's probably like Waterloo or London, Ontario or something, because it's one of the smaller cities. No, Sendai has like 2 million people. Sendai is like also huge and has a ton of really cool stuff, and it's, yeah, I think that's a great excuse to go see it. Maybe other cities too. And then of course we can time going to the big cities to see big shows and stuff.
Yeah.
If I'm still working for my company, I may try to swing going to see their offices.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good stunt. Good career building stunt, you know? Show up, make some introductions. Probably some of the people I know on the Japanese team will be there. Meet them in person. They're in Tokyo. Shouldn't be hard to get to. I don't know. Of the, like, stereotypical touristy stuff, does anything stand out to you as you definitely want to see it?
Tea ceremonies, J-Rock, Garugamesh,
DDR
Smile DK. I love anime
and manga.
Gaming.
Sakura-kan ni ikimashou.
Get your butts to Sakura-con.
God, take me back.
Got
What were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about the deer in Nara. I think that'd be fun to go see.
Yeah, I want to see that.
I haven't been there since the first time I went, so I'd like to go.
I feel like I'm just like ignorant about what is tourist stuff in Japan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, the big ones are like... I know a lot of people hike Mount Fuji.
I'm,
Doesn't really have a lot of appeal to me.
I'm sure as shit not doing that.
Yeah. I don't think we need to do shit like that. In my mind, it's like...
See the castles and stuff.
Yeah, like, we should definitely do some stuff like that. Like, the nice thing about going to Nara, you get the deer, but there's also... I want to say, like, the biggest of the wooden Buddhas. Oh. At any rate, certainly a very, very big wooden Buddha is there, and a really nice temple and pagoda and stuff. So that's like a doubler.
Pagoda.
And then, I think if we wanted to tackle one hike, we can do Mount Inari, which is in Kyoto. And it's like, if you go up the whole mountain, it's a fucking lot of walking. But... I went before, and I went up with Chris and his brother, and then we got like separated from Dishi, and he came back coming down. We met him like going the other way, and he went, "There's no purpose. All of the shrines look the same. Some of them are just higher up." And I was like, "What are you talking about? Like that's ridiculous." And then we hiked up the whole mountain, and I was like, "Nah, he's kind of right." So I think it's like you can just go like 1/10 up the mountain and see like one shrine and then get the experience. And that's where they have like the big Torii Gate tunnels and stuff.
Oh.
Where it's like hundreds and hundreds of Torii Gates. And that's like at the base. Like you get that one for free. So I feel like doing that but like not doing the whole mountain is pretty good.
Okay. We're gonna try that again.
This freaking Megalopolis floor, I think, is, like, uniquely poorly programmed, which is saying a lot.
This is the good version of the game, by the way.
What do you mean?
Like, the PS2 version is way more broken.
Oh, what the how
is
that
the version
possible?
I grew up on.
How is that possible? What other touristy type stuff? One thing I always like doing is staying at least one night at a ryokan, like a traditional Japanese inn, which I've always done in Kyoto because it just feels correct.
Kyoto.
But they're all over the place anyways. I'm not sure if you would find it really nice or if the level of customer service would just like freak you out. It took me a little while to get used to, but they really are just like singularly dedicated to making sure you're perfectly content with like everything. And it's I don't know, it's like really nice. And they're just such like kind of quiet, idyllic spots. And often there's onsen at those too.
Get your balls out.
Well, yeah, I'm in kind of an awkward situation with onsen, you know, and public bathing in general. But there are surprisingly affordable ones that have private onsen, where you just have one for your room. So that would be pretty cool. It might be, like, insanely hot, though. You may not be able to handle it.
Just put my feet in.
Yeah, just lobster leg. Got to see the Shibuya Scramble.
Yeah.
Statue of Hachiko, you know, classics.
Go to Shibuya, this is just like Persona 5.
It's just like Persona 5. It's just like some other Persona games too, right? 3? You're also in Tokyo?
Are you?
Am I crazy? I think so.
I thought 3 you were in kind of like a small zone.
Well, in 4 you're out in the sticks.
Yeah.
Are
I
you
thought...
in 3 as well?
Oh, I didn't think you were in the sticks, but I thought you were kind of like in like an outside of Tokyo sort of area.
No, maybe. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've played 3.
It's just like a weird private boarding school.
Yeah. Oh shit, it's time to fight Sonic. I want to go to Nakano Broadway, of course. The Otaku Mecca. The true Otaku Mecca. Akiba has become normie Otaku Mecca. Of course we'll go to Akiba too, but I think Nakano is better now. Nakano is just so amazing.
Sucking toes Broadway.
Sucking toes on Broadway, baby. That's what Japan is all about.
Sonic, I'm going to kill you with my big tummy.
Ouch!
I got him. He fell off.
Ouch! Oh man. Look at Big the Cat shimmy. No, you what? You're like on the top of a building.
What if he's there? What's your problem?
What's going on with that frog? Is it kind of like an Of Mice and Men sort of thing? Do they just keep like bringing him new frogs because the other ones get loved a little too much? What? I think that was like total line read and isolation error. Because Amy intonated really, as in really, like I'm asking you to confirm. But it was meant to be that Cream said, Sonic is really, and then she goes, really what?
Sonic Israeli?
No, you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Like, it definitely was that Amy did not know the rest of the script when she read that line. It's a big man for you type moment.
You're a big guy. For you.
I'm Amy posting now. Mr. Sonic is really what? It's like, how did that happen? Does this one feel like any meaningfully easier?
No.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not as bad as the Team Chaotix version of this level.
Oh god.
They want to... Team Chaotix is like mission based.
Okay, yeah.
So in that one, they're like, get X amount of rings.
Oh god. But it's basically just luck, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
At least the music's cool.
Yeah. Overall, the soundtrack of this game has been pretty sweet.
Come.
What the? Oh my god!
Three
Triple Sonics!
3 Sonics!
Oh my god!
I'm gonna flick my bean.
This is just like when you won that money before the concert.
Oh yeah. We got triple Sonics.
We went to go see a concert in a casino, and we were just killing time before it started. And my cousin Mike that we saw it with had a $5 bill, so we were like, alright, let it ride. And Cole won $50!
Because I'm so skilled at the slot machine.
You're freaking natural is what you are. We should have let that shit ride. We should have put that all in black.
We had a concert to get to.
We could have been freaking VIPs of that concert if we played our cards right, literally. Could have paid for the Switch 2 and then some.
Well, it's okay. It paid for Anime North.
Yeah, I suppose so.
That was the same
the
cash.
Yeah, that was the cash you had. Alright. What the? What?
Hello, Cream the Slug.
How did you... What? Okay. Ooh, you know what I think you'll love in Japan? Taking the Shinkansen.
I love a good train.
The Shinkansen is like, I don't know, man. You get the Ekiben, the station bento. You get yourself in there nice and comfy. It's got leg room. It's got Wi-Fi. And it's like, it's just bliss.
Going on Hentai Haven, taking in the culture.
Yeah. And they can't stop you because it's part of their culture.
I thought Japanese culture was supposed to be polite, and yet I can't jerk off on the train. What happened to the customer is always right?
Exactly. That means you can jerk off on the train. I'd like to see them stop you.
The customer is always right because the customer is almost always white.
Is that from something?
No, that's just my new saying.
That's a good one.
I got triple tails, those $20.
Wow, Triple Sonic was like $100.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
Sonic is more premium.
Well, shit.
Sorry to Tails.
Sorry to Tails, yeah.
Get me out of here. Holy fuck.
That took a while.
That took forever.
Oh, God. Yeah, Shinkansen's sweet. I regret now. They used to have like a very cheap unlimited rail pass that was just for tourists, and if you took the Shinkansen twice, it like paid for itself. It was a ludicrously good deal, and I got it and I used it. Like I used it enough to pay for itself, but it's like, damn, I should have just spent a day riding the Shinkansen like back and forth as many times as I wanted. That actually would have been so sweet. That's an experience I don't think I'll ever realistically have a chance at having again. Just spamming the Shinkansen everywhere. Because it is kind of expensive. Like, they kind of price it relative to a plane, you know? Because that's what it's competing for in terms of speed and stuff. And then, this probably won't be open when we go, but when we go the second time, which I'm sure we will, the Chuo Shinkansen is still coming. It's slated to open in like 2030. The first leg of it, and then I think the full Tokyo to Osaka will be in like 2037 or something like that. And the Chuo Shinkansen uses maglev.
Oh shit.
And it can go from Tokyo to Osaka in something absurd like half an hour. And you go like 700 miles an hour. It's like actually batshit insane. I think it's the most like science fiction sounding thing in the world. Like going to the moon, okay, yeah, that's crazy. But you like a rocket is fairly graspable.
Getting on the train to 2046 on the other hand.
Oh no, literally. Imagine he got on the train from 2046, but he had no time to fall in love with the android because he just got that shit instantly. Let me look it up.
Oh great, 40 emblems collected.
The Chuo Shinkansen, it only goes 505 kilometers an hour. It's going to start by going to planned opening uncertain, possibly 2034 or later. No!
I'm going to be so old then.
I know. We're going to do it. They had aimed to begin commercial service between Tokyo and Nagoya in 2027. But due to construction delays, it was now impossible and is not expected to open until at least 2034.
Japan, you need abundance.
Bro, we're literally going to be taking the train into 2046 at this rate. They're doing more of Nagoya, Osaka in parallel.
Whoa.
So all of it might be open by like 2037, which is kind of cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Alright, so let's see if I can get the actual comparison here. Dude, maglev is so cool, though. Like a rocket, psh, whatever. Oh, we caused like a huge explosion and it propels something forward. Yeah, that makes sense. But we use magnetic repulsion to make the train levitate, so there's no friction, and then it just hovers its way. Like, what the fuck? It's amazing. Okay, yeah, you can go from Tokyo to Osaka in 67 minutes. Whereas currently it's 2 hours and 30 minutes. Doesn't actually sound that crazy when I put it like that. But that is pretty crazy.
That is pretty impressive.
And if you drove from Tokyo to Osaka... Am I using Google Maps in a way that... Oh, it does work. It takes 6 hours to drive. So, pretty amazing.
Pretty freaking sweet stuff, Lois.
That's right, Lois. We're both talking to Lois.
And Lois.
And Lois. Yeah, the Chioshin concept, man. I don't know. It's like, this is gonna sound like horrendously depressing. And maybe it is. But the point is that my life isn't like this anymore. But there's been times where I was like so despairing, you know? Like not doing good mentally.
You were like, I'm never gonna get to see the Chuo Shinkansen.
No, it was like, yeah, sometimes it was like that. Other times it was like, no, I gotta make it. I gotta make it for the Chuo Shinkansen. I gotta see the end of One Piece, and I gotta make it to the Chuo Shinkansen. Those were motivators for me. Amazing. Ho ho. Ho ho. Now, what other stuff can we do in Japan? Gotta do some conveyor belt sushi.
Yeah.
Super fun. I think maybe overall just the most fun meal there is. Ooh, we should go to a festival. That's always fun. What I really want to do... Oh, this might sound... Don't take this in a creepy way, but I'd love to see a high school cultural festival. Having seen them in like 800 anime.
Don't take this in the creepy way. I would like to go to a soap land. Just like my favorite Yakuza characters.
Yeah, I don't know. The cultural festivals, I'm just so curious, like, what is it like really, having seen it depicted in anime like 800 times?
Yeah.
And you can go. Like, members of the public can go. You just need to be, like, invited. So I have no idea how that could happen.
Wait for your buddy's kids to get older.
Yeah, that's one possibility. But they might be living in Canada at that point.
Oh, shit.
I know. I do wonder, like... Can I just, like, ask on Reddit or something? Go on our jet. Hey, teachers, anyone having a cultural festival during these weeks? Can I please come? Because, like, Sarah would go to the ones for the school she was teaching at and stuff. And she's like, yeah, they're really fun. It's like, damn, I want to go.
Damn, they're really fun. In the Shin Nihon?
What? Dang, you threaded the needle there. That was tragic. T-minus 17 minutes, by the way, for our Mario Kart World download. I don't know what to try first. Like, I think traditionally it's like Grand Prix mode, you know, but
Try calling the judge to get some fudge.
that won't be helpful at this time, man. That's... I don't know what to tell you. I don't need fudge, and I don't need to talk to that woman. Is he going hype? Like those AGDQ people?
Hype! Can we get some Sonic Heroes? Oh, fuck.
Hey, Summer Games Done Quick is coming up soon, right?
It should be, yeah. July, I think.
Yeah. Let me check.
That'll be a fun week.
Love me some GDQ.
GDQ is cringe and woke.
Oh man, I just feel bad for those people because it's like, okay, yeah, it's like changed in various ways. If you're like, oh, it's too woke, then yeah, you're just like retarded, and there's probably a lot of things you don't get to enjoy anymore. Sucks for you.
They used to say the N-word on GDQ, and now Spike Vegeta says the woke word.
But the people that are like, oh, it's too corporate now, or oh, it's too this, or oh, it's too that. It's like, yeah, I don't know, it's different, but like, are you really not having fun anymore? Like,
I mean, it's fine if people are having fun with it. They just need to like shut the fuck up about it.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's like,
Just like
whatever.
get over it, man.
Yeah, I just feel bad because I think it's a lot of fun still, and it's I think you just gotta like adjust your expectations. You gotta just get the parts of it you like out of it. If there's other parts you find cringe, yeah, same, me too. But that's always been the case. There's always been parts that are cringe. You just don't watch those. Alright, we got starting things off strong with Sonic the Hedgehog 2. All emeralds glitched. That game is broken as shit. That'll be interesting. Then Okami, Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, the new Indiana Jones game. They're doing a Beat Saber showcase.
Cool.
That's pretty hype. That's a very high skill ceiling game. It's insane. Sekiro. What else is interesting here? Spyro 3.5. What's Spyro 3.5?
I have no idea.
Maybe it's a mod or something. Oh shit! Roller Coaster Tycoon!
Oh.
That's hype. I actually just watched a video a bit ago that breaks down how Roller Coaster Tycoon speedruns work. It's really interesting. It's a lot of like really counterintuitive strategies and stuff. Crash Twinsanity. Oh, Mega Man Maker Kaizo levels. That's very fun. That should be good. Get them. Oh, you have to do this with them too?
Yeah.
Ooh, Majora's Mask all masks. I love Majora's Mask speedrunning. I think probably the most I've ever watched a streamer speedrun was during a period of unemployment. The speedrunner Enop was speedrunning Majora's Mask 100%. And it was just like, dude, the vibes were unreal. Because that game is like, there's no like bullshit filter that makes runs suddenly unviable. You just kind of like play it through and hope that your net losses and gains like even out. Because it's just such a long run where there's so many like little things, but not that many like insane crucial big things. So not a lot of resetting. And Enop himself was just like very chill and very funny. And just kind of make subtle low-key jokes. And then he would play the piano during all the like musical interludes when you're like learning a song and stuff. He would just play live piano accompaniment and do like improvisation and stuff. It was great. 10 out of 10 content. I don't know what happened to Enop. I heard he had a kid and he just got like a normal job because he thought raising a kid on a streamer income was like irresponsible. And I was like,
it probably
that's
is.
true. If you're like a speedrunner, you know, and you're not...
Yeah, if you're like Northern Lion, it's fine because you're like a top 100 Twitch streamer, but...
Yeah, if you're just hoping to get enough people like me that are unemployed enough to just watch hours of Majora's Mask 100%, I don't think that's super sustainable. Yeah, I don't know. It was one of the few speedrunners that I felt that positively about, you know? Most of them, bless their hearts, I admire them and stuff, but they're quite annoying. Or grating in some way that I wouldn't want to watch hours and hours of them. They're doing Sonic Adventure 2 as well, a randomizer.
That's cool.
It's kind of fun. Wow, that really was a lot less painful than the other stories.
Yeah.
I think they gave you like half as many waves. They're doing Cuphead.
Cuphead.
Tetris 99. How do you do a Tetris 99 speedrun? Battle Royale Showcase, huh?
Show how to win.
Oh, they're doing another rhythm game showcase. It's a game I have never even heard of. Oh, this game. No, I have seen this before. I didn't know that this one was called. Huh. It's kind of like Osu. Or Re-Rave. It's just a touchscreen type game. Synchronica.
So like Jubeat?
Well, Jubeat is like buttons, just in a 4x4 grid. Whereas this is just screen. And it's not like gridded or whatever. We're doing co-op Mario Odyssey, that's kind of fun. That speedrun is a lot more broken than just normal one player, because you can do all sorts of crazy cappy warps and stuff. Oh, they're speedrunning the AEW game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. I guess like the story mode of it or whatever, Road to Elite.
Huh.
Yeah. That game turned out to be like poopy, right?
Yeah,
is what I
it wasn't
heard.
very good.
The WWE games like kind of mog it, right?
The WWE games aren't even like that good, but they're better than the AEW game. AEW game just came down to like lack of features, I think.
Bro, they're speedrunning the Mario Paint Gnat Attack minigame. Hell yeah. Oh, Nintendo Puzzle Collection. That's a sweet game. It's a Japan-only GameCube game that had Puyo Puyo, Dr. Mario, and Tetris Attack all in one game. It was sweet. The only thing that sucked was that the GameCube D-pad is like total ass.
Yeah.
So that kind of put a damper on the fun. But we played it for a while, and then we just went back to Pokemon Puzzle League. They got a mystery game with a mystery runner. It's gonna take an hour and a half on Thursday night. It's kind of intriguing. Sonic Heroes!
Whoa.
Team choice, Sonic or Chaotix.
Oh, make them do Chaotix, please.
It's an estimate 53 minutes. That doesn't seem too crazy. We can look at how long it took you this time to beat Sonic Story, because it's all recorded. Oh, they're doing another Balatro run. The first time they did it didn't turn out super well.
Oh yeah, I felt bad for that guy.
Me too, me too.
He was just getting like insanely bad RNG.
It was like, he was getting screwed on RNG, and then he was kind of stubborn about like, he was like, I'd rather reset and get like a perfect build than try to like push with the suboptimal build. And it's like, I don't know if that's the marathon approach. Like, I think going forward, if they're gonna do this, it should just be like, okay, I'm confident I can win the vast majority of runs, and then I just like reset max like twice or something. Here they're doing 7-deck random seed, so that's kind of interesting.
Huh.
See how it goes. Mario Maker 2 Relay Race, of course. The Beast represents my guy. Oh shit, and then they're doing a Pump It Up showcase. That's a crazy game. That's the 5-panel dance game.
Oh yeah.
Where there's like the diagonals. People are insanely good at that too. Like, the limits haven't been pushed as much as 4-panel, just because that's where the community focus is, but the skill ceiling in 5-panel is still totally insane. Final Fantasy IX with cutscenes removed. It's kind of fun. Oh, showcasing the Kirby Superstar Ultra TAS. I actually already watched that with commentary, but it's good. Sure. Celeste All Hearts Race. And Mario 64 120. Oh, and then the finale game is Deltarune.
Nice.
All 4 chapters, or not like all 4 chapters that are out. I think it's gonna go up to like 7 chapters, right?
I think that was the word, yeah.
Yeah. 6 minutes left. Oh man.
We can stop here for now then.
And we can call it, upload it. See you next time we talk. I'll have played Mario Kart World. I'm very excited. Goodbye.